Welcome to my Permadeath series for No Man's Sky Beyond, and what I want to do in this part is work on the base missions. I need to recruit an armourer, and I think it's important to move those missions forward because, as somebody pointed out in the comments, doing those missions gives quite a lot of free blueprints. And I think also that it's quite important to at least get the majority of those missions finished so that I can kind of effectively check them off and reduce the distraction factor of all so many things to do, because it is pulling me from in different directions at different times, and I just think it's going to be quite important to get those missions done. But before that, I want to talk about something that is going to happen next week. That is that there is currently a really substantial update in the experimental branch. Now, I haven't loaded the experimental branch and looked at it, but it's full of all sorts of bug fixes and changes that are coming down. If any of you are really interested in the detail, Zane has done two videos. One video where he goes through all the changes and lists them literally blow by blow, and then the second video is something that I do want to talk about, and that is the fact that there are going to be new Nexus multiplayer missions which will allow players to earn Quicksilver. So it looks very much like the community missions that were around at the beginning of this year are returning in a slightly new form, and it's going to be quite interesting to see how we can do those community missions. And it's not just community missions like they were before, where we had a mission and we all went out and did it, contributed it, and then that unlocked new features in the Quicksilver shop. And there are new features coming, although I don't think at the moment you can actually see them, because Hello Games have said that they don't want to reveal them until there's equity on all platforms. So I suppose that's to stop anyone who's in the experimental branch from getting a leg up over other players. Oh, look at that, there's an explorer coming in. Sorry about this, guys. 4.5 million. Doubt very much if I'm going to be able to afford this, but I'm going to have to check it out. Apologies for the slight digression. Let's have a look. Fascinating, engaged. Negotiate price. It's a B class, 25 slots, 3.7 million. I don't have it. Oh well, never mind. That's the way it goes. Anyway, back to these Nexus missions. It seems that they are multiplayer missions, but based on watching Zane's video, is that if you set up properly, you can do them as a single player. Although the one he did, he had to kill, I think it was about 50 odd horrors, and to be honest, it gave me the horrors just watching him do it. And this may be something I won't be jumping into and doing in Permadeath for a little while. Sorry, this system seems to be full of explorers. That's a 29 slot B class. I won't have enough money for that either. Yeah, this system seems to be full of very interesting explorers, but then it is a callback system. And returning to the Nexus missions, this looks like it's going to be quite an interesting phase, and it goes to show that Hello Games are developing the missions to give a more mid to late game interest. And I will be following those missions with great interest, although I'm going to be completely honest, I'm going to be a little bit reluctant to jump in and start doing too many until such time as I've got a stronger basis with my this Permadeath series. They got 31 slots. God, I have the money. Now, moving on, because this is the reason why I'm up in this space station, that in this new update there is a single line that as soon as I read it, it really grasped my imagination and made me think a bit. And it is a very innocent line. It says, rebalanced NPC language encounters so that attempts at using alien words are viewed more positively. Now, you can take that in many ways, but the way I'm taking this, and feel free to correct me, is that if you talk to these characters, and I've been banging on a little bit about this since, well, for some time, about the translators, and I think it relates to this practice language skills, because you go in here and it says delighted of interspecies translation, and the key word with this change in the new update is it says rebalancing it. It makes me wonder whether there is whether you get a word from this is based on your standing with the NPC race and of other factors, and there is a random chance. So forget here, because at the moment it just says that it says resource interpreting my language as a threat, report aggression. And I wonder that when, and see, we just lost standing with the Gek, but never mind, that's not important. But I just wonder when that update comes out, whether this is going to be a bit more effective. So what I'm going to be doing is keep an eye on when that update comes out. Oops. And I've met 80 aliens. Wow. Yeah, when that update comes out, we will certainly be trying to see if we can get that element up and working. But I think that's enough. What I want to do now is get down to doing the base missions. I'm just going back to the space station because I'm going to need to. Well, we got that. Oh, we can't do that because we've got to go and find a pearl, haven't we, for the water mission. So here we are. We're back on my base. Actually, it's quite strange that normally when I play games, I hate games that have linear tutorial type missions at the beginning, but I'm starting to feel that maybe Hello Games have gone too far the opposite way now, and they've actually kind of put too many missions and too much to do in the first part. One thing I do want to do, anyway, let's just concentrate on, and what I want to do is I do need a refiner here. This geology Callan is really starting to irritate me. It keeps knocking holes in my. What I want to do is just use up some of this carbon and turn it into condensed carbon. I can see me having to repair the terrain around here. I'm going to give it a try, but I'm almost certain that you can't have two terminals in the same thing, but we'll give it a go. Come here. Yeah, it's probably going to tell me. Oh, wow. Okay, we can have two in the same module now. That's a change. Well, I'm going to take it. Because eventually I do want to turn the weapons terminals there. Yeah, find them the key. Okay. And we got to talk to the scientist. Oh, yeah, the scientist's in here. It is early in the morning again. Apologies for that, guys. Callbacks appears to have no memory of our previous encounters. I do not know if they feel reconnected to the convergence. They simply do not recall what they should feel like. I should visit an observatory for them and see if the structural analysis they claim to enjoy prompts a memory. I look forward to seeing your results, Traveller. One of the... Okay. Okay, we've got a mission for observatory. It's just 16 minutes away. I mean, I could go there on foot. Yeah, let's go there on foot. I just want to kind of explore the planet. Obviously, if nothing happens, I will edit some of this stuff out. I just want to... I must admit, I just like wandering across the planets now. And I'm going to be a little bit philosophical as I wander across the surface here. And there's something about No Man's Sky that makes me want to just wander around and explore. And I think I know, and I do appreciate a lot of your comments and feedback, guys. I know some, and I do know that I do frustrate you a little bit because I don't do things that I know some of you say that I should do, but I don't know whether it's just my long relationship with No Man's Sky or just the way the game's played, but I actually feel it's a little bit how can you put it, disrespectful to the game to go really full out min-max, because I just feel that I just would miss so much of just wandering around on the planet, if that makes sense. That if you just go out and buy all the resources and grab everything, and I just feel that there's a certain element in the game where just wandering across the surface like this, this was about, just makes it, yeah, I don't know. I know some of you will disagree with that approach, but I mean, that's the way I feel. It's like this, just, I mean, I could just flip there with a ship, but I think maybe, I mean, this might give me an opportunity to pick up some salvage tech and things like this. It just seems right to do this in No Man's Sky. I mean, other games, yeah, I feel the need to get out, min-max, get somewhere going, but I just feel that I'm missing something out is probably the best way to describe it by rushing around. Okay. Then again, maybe this isn't such a good idea. We do have a mission to kill creatures. And we got some Strider sausages. Right, here we are. We're just coming up on the... Oops. Back off a bit. There we are. Let's grab this very technology. And we've got the birds. And I'm just going to throw out a scan. I can hear something behind me. Either that was my footprints. There's some oxygen just down there. So I'll just go and have a wander. Grab that oxygen. There's some sodium there as well. Beans. Well, let's go and get some impulse beans. I would like to get a food processor up and running just to do a little bit of experimentation with it. Maybe when we get back to base we can look into building one. We're just going to grab that. Okay, we've got hostiles coming in again. Gotcha. Some more Strider sausages and a bit more Mordite. And we got hostiles coming in again. Just checked, I've got some missions to kill creatures, so I hope maybe this will help that process along. There's another hostile coming in. And he's dead. Some more impulse beams. Okay, I've got hostiles from both sides, coming in from both sides. And I've got drones investigating as well. Oh, I've got lots of hostiles coming in, and I've got... Yes, I know. Maybe this isn't one of my better ideas. Reload. And I don't want to hang around here. We need to get out of here ASAP. And I've lost. Okay, I'm in trouble. I'm just going to leg it as fast as I can away. Yeah, this is probably not turning out to be one of my better ideas. And I've lost the mission for the scientists. Right, the sentinels are searching, so if I don't interact with anything, I'll be okay. I'm gonna take a chance and flip back to the science mission so I can find out where that observatory. Okay, they've deactivated. Well, here we are. We are coming up on the observatory, and it looks very much like we've got a crashed freighter in the background. And that probably wasn't the most interesting journey to make, but I did learn a couple of lessons. The first one is walking on a planet with predators, especially the number of predators I've got here, and having sentinels hanging around is a pain in the neck, because you defend yourself against the predators and then these sentinels come in and attack you, so it made life a little bit interesting. But on the positive side is I've managed to complete 2 missions where I had to kill a lot of creatures, so I don't know what I need to do now is find the entrance on Let's get round, find the entrance, see what the mission is for the scientist. I'm just going to get round here. And the other thing I also found out is that living off these plants can be fairly useful. Just to show you, if you eat a couple of these, you can actually keep your oxygen up without actually using oxygen, which I found is quite fascinating. Now see down here we can't actually see the freighter, but beyond that it wasn't a bad walk. I mean having my inventory clogged up wasn't helping the situation, but right, we found Celian Post. There's the entrance. Navigation data. Nanite received. Yes. Just want to make sure. Yeah, I've got one slot. I mean, we got some extra, but we're too far away from the ship now to send stuff. We've got sodium and condensed carbon. We send the oxygen to the high capacity, and got some little bit of sodium we can send as well. Right, let's just go in. Data siphon installed, accessing. The observatory appears to have been calibrated for a single purpose, to locate the interfaces of a being the Korvax call the Atlas. After many years, the inhabitant of this facility succeeded in their quest to disappearing without a trace. Downloading the data. Return to the scientist, thank you. Yeah, what we're going to do is talk to specialists wherever you are. My little geek friend here. The trader eyes the facility exit wistfully, capturing a glimpse of the lush landscape beyond. They look as if they've been stuck in here for a while. Despair, geek trader. Low gives sodium. We reach down their beacon to detect their equipment, so they want some sodium. So we're not giving them some sodium. Hyphen's looked at me and blinked rapidly, turning away, dejected. Wait, you said you wanted sodium. Or was it not sodium? It was carbon. Oh well. I don't think we can talk to him again. Well, we'll give it a go. Time units after all. Right, anything else around here we can pick up? Well, we can check out the small buildings. I certainly definitely want to go over and check out the freighter, because we can still use the navigation data to call the ship at the freighter. So, and there's no point passing up the opportunity of a free freighter. And we don't have any chromic metal. Never mind. And well, we can get word for yes. Nanites. We got 76 nanites. They've certainly boosted the number of nanites you can get from these minor settlements compared to before. I mean, I think in the next update you were lucky to get 10 or 15 of them. Right, I think the crash freighter should be over the top of this hill. This is the home planet, so I want to scan as much on here as possible, even if it is only 200 credits. Here's the crash freighter. Oh, this is a hostile coming at me from inside of the freighter. Okay, we'll just get in and call the ship. So here we go. Use plenty of navigation data, so we can pull the ship in, and we better top up the oxygen. Just curious, can I make I can make life support gels if necessary as well. I don't think I really need to at the moment because I've got plenty of oxygen. Famous last words. Can I interact with this? No? I thought you could interact with these, or was it just... Well, let's just do the honours over here. We'll do the ones we know about first. Ah, this looks like I might have already been here. The doors have been blown off. Oh, how annoying. Can we reopen these? Yep, I've been here before. Oh well, never mind. I think I missed, didn't I? There was a couple here, but I think there was a couple that I didn't open, did I? Because of various reasons. Oh, we're just going to check them out, just out of curiosity. I'm just going to blast our way in. Oh, that's worth. Yep, thank you. So that one, we've got a warp cell. We can certainly put that into the ship. And if I remember correctly, there was another one over here that I couldn't mine. I just want to have another go at it, just to see. Quite interesting because I'm sure I actually excavated some of these. Station reached. I think this is the problem one. And oh, this one looks like it's actually going to let me get to it now. I think I'm just going to expose that. You're ferrite, thank you. Another warp cell would be really nice. Now we've got 52,000 credits. There seems to be like an invisible barrier there. I don't know if you noticed that I was going sideways. Okay. Now, if I remember correctly, there's another one. We might as well check them all. This one looks like it's actually okay. And whoops, drop down. Actually says a damaged pattern panel. Oh. There's actually another way in. Okay. From underneath. We're just going to grab this. Yes, thank you. And I'm trapped underground. Yes. I think we picked up some shipful fuel. There, that one's was a bit more shaky. Wait, am I actually trapped underneath the? Wait. Wait. Let's get back in. Oh, that was a little bit shaky there. I actually lost a life again, and we seem to have. Doesn't that regenerate? Okay. Let's jump in the laughing gnome and see if it will regenerate a little bit. It's regenerating now, so it just took a little while for the effects to wear off. And I know some of you are going to say, what the heck are you up to? But I just want to check, make sure. Yeah, I think this one's already been... You've already grabbed that one. And the light back. No. Okay, it's just dark in here anyway. No. I think Snafu said there's 6 here, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wonder where the 6th one is. Just gonna have a look round, see if we can see anything. That one's gone. Something there, 1,005. Cargo pod there, 38 meters. Okay. Right, let's just see if we can dig this one out. We'll also try and get a full sweep. Destination reach damage. That's a damage panel. Again, it's kind of saying that yeah, that says that's a damage panel, so does that mean we've got to blast our way through here again? There's the container. Just need to get to it now. This is where I'm probably going to get myself killed again. Out, 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 out. Yes. I think we got away with that one. Yep. Getting a bit overeager with the jetpack. Ooh, well. And I think it's time to return to base, but we're going to drop a save first. A bit of crash protection there. There's the base over there. See the difference. We're going to be back there in seconds as opposed to a 16-minute walk, but I'm going to be completely honest, I enjoyed the walk in its own way. I know that when you guys watch, I know when you watch it that it will be very edited because there was a lot of it just walking across the surface and nothing much happening, but I just find it relaxing to do that in No Man's Sky, and it's fun as well. Look at that move. I think if you rush around in No Man's Sky, you just miss so much. Anyway, that's my philosophy anyway. So we're just going to get back in. I landed way away from the... I'm just going to... Yeah, we got a little bit of space. I mean, actually, what have I got in my storage vault? I can't remember what I've got in here actually. Got some gold, got some pugnium. Mordite. I think we'll transfer the Mordite in there, and we got 25,000 striders. Actually, we got the bubble thing. Yeah, I mean, can I put that out? So that's actually we can put. See if we can put it in here. And back. Terminal glitches. Yeah, we got a bubble. We've got 2 here. It'll be a bit crowded in here, isn't it? With the sides. I don't know. We could just put the bubble thing there for the moment. I mean, I don't want to lose it, and eventually I will put it up onto my freighter. Give data. Oops, I didn't read the message. This data contains no answers, traveller. Merely these blueprints for living glass and a beacon. Great. So lubricant and glass. So that formula hasn't changed. It's just the icon has changed. Blueprint record. Convergence is absent, traveller. I can feel myself slipping further beyond. Perhaps that beacon may be of some use. Construct one, and the convergence may find me again. Okay. So we've now got a beacon there. We need to go up and find there. And the bubbles aren't exactly that effective there, but never mind. I can't remember what the Overseer wants us to do. Let me. Oh, aha. Yeah, I know. You want us to recruit an armourer. Yep. Except. Splendid. I do enjoy them. Be keen friends. Let's have a quick look at what I need for a beacon. Just out of curiosity. I presume it's going to be portable. We need 2 metal plating. I think we're going to leave that for a moment. What I want to do now is we're going to get up into space. I've got some missions to cash in. We've got quite a lot of junk and some here. Actually, we've got some. I've got my portable refiner that's currently hanging over a hole, and I think what I'm going to do is put some of this in here. No, I don't. Glass. No, I don't think I really need that just at the moment. And I mean, how much more carbon have I got? Another 250 carbon. And carbon's easy to pick up, so I think we're going to turn that into some more condensed carbon, and that can just stay there for the moment. And what we're going to do is get back up into space. I think we're going to go to the Tartra exchange, because I'm pretty sure I saw some Vakines there. If not, we'll just have to see how we can go. Okay, missions. Got a few slots that, I mean, we could sell the Strider sausage for 25,000. Let's just go and cash in some missions. Get those out of the way. That might pay handy missions. That we got 1, 2, 3, 4 missions, and they're all creature related. So that stroll across the planet effectively completed missions, and I didn't even kill any friendly creatures. That was all killing predators. So we can certainly sell the teleporter coordinates, and we're obviously improving our standing with the Merchants Guild, and got some neuroduct. Yeah, so we're certainly going in the right direction with the Merchants Guild, and we've got another 52,000, and our standing with the Mercenaries Guild has improved. That's pretty good, but I think the current missions here. So okay, well, we'll certainly take that, and we'll certainly take the mission to kill the Sentinels. We could deliver an item, but I don't really want to do that just at this moment. Scan you. Yeah, we're going to get back to you. I just want to sell off what we got from the missions. Salvage data, I want to keep that for unlocking tech. And teleporter coordinates, 151,000, so that this should get us over 2 million. Yep. And something. Interloper shakes his head, hackles rising. They are on edge, impatient. Going to request dialect skills. Trade symbol. Green Mac teaches me the word of their language. So we've got the keen word for. Okay, we may have to go to the keen system. I was hoping that there'd be more. I mean, we can check over this side. So we are now an initiate in the Merchants Guild. I must admit, I really want to get to the top rank of the Merchants Guild, because that kind of fits in with my own storyline for this playthrough. Just going to get over here. I mean, this is a Korvax system, but quite often it will. There's no Vakine in here. How annoying. Well, right, what I'm going to do is go over across to the the terminal, and then we'll see if we can find. Actually, what I could do, let's do it another way. I mean, I've got some warp fuel. Let's just go and find a new Vakeen system, just for the funs of it. Okay. Filter. Right, change of plan. We've got the mission to find a pearl, and that says water. So I think we're going to go here. And in we come. And it's also a Vakeen system, so it's a perfect match. And it says adequate resources, but I mean that's okay. And of course, we're going to dive straight into the space station because I want to find an armorer. Yeah, I think that worked out very well. And of course, the first thing we're going to do is get over here. And of course, we're going to come here and get the exosuit upgrade. Now, somebody did suggest in the comments, apologies, I can't remember the name, about unlocking the tech slots, and that actually made a lot of sense because one, they are cheaper, and two, I think having those tech slots available are quite useful to have. I don't think, can I put anything else in the tech slots? I've got the shield lattice, hazard protection plus 20%, life support tanks 10%. Let me see. Yeah, I would like to put these here, but we don't have those resources. And this here, the shield lattice hex. I mean, these is the type of things I would like to put up here. Let's have a quick chat with this guy and see what he's got. If he's got anything else in the way of techs and upgrades that could be useful. Shield module, toxic protection, radiation protection, thermal protection, life support module. There, that's an S-class. Extremely powerful upgrade to life support. It begins there. That's 579 nanites. I mean, that could be useful. In fact, I quite like that. We're going to go with that. And we've got a dark shield strength 92%, and there's no benefit from that. Let me just move this there. And then what we got here is this is a life support module. And what we can do is install that there, and then that will give us some benefit to this. So we've been able to use this technology slot for the shield support, and then this will give us, and you can see this is solar panel plus 42%, life support tanks plus 73%. Solar panel. Interesting. Solar panels is to do with the base. There's almost a total rework of life support. This upgrade brings unparalleled improvements to solar panel power and life support tanks. So does that mean that because I've got this tech on, my solar panels are a lot more hyped up? I mean, that's quite interesting. Anyway, let's get down to. And of course, one thing we are going to do, I need to remember to do this when we come in here. No, and I don't think, I mean, have I got any space for multi-tool upgrades? Yes, I do. So let's see what he's got in the way of multi-tool upgrades. I need to get a bit more serious about my multi-tool. And let's see what he's got. Purchase upgrades. Plasma launcher, yeah. I think Staffu pointed out that the plasma launcher, if it's not upgraded, doesn't ricochet. He's probably right, but I'm going to be completely honest, I am a little bit twitchy about that. I do like that scanner upgrade, so we're going to grab that. And because I do want to pipe up my scanner again. Hopefully this will allow me. I haven't really tested the limits. Where's the... Oh, there it is. Always confuses me the fact that this looks like a microprocessor. I'm just going to install this, and we're going to put this on. We'll drop that there. This gives us another 6,000 there, 31% scan radius. So that should really push up my income from scanning. Okay. I'm looking good. I'm happy with that. And I suppose for completeness, this. Oh, we're going to grab that. Yeah, got more navigation data. Let's have a look at what this guy's got in the way of ship upgrades. And the Starship module, pulse engine upgrade. I don't really want the cheap stuff. Hyperdrive module. And what I want is some really good phase beam module A. That could be useful. Pulse grade. Pulse engine module. Starship maneuver to... Again, I think it was Staff who said about getting that, so we're certainly going to grab that, and hopefully we will be able to install it on my ship. If not, it's going to be slightly embarrassing. Right. And that photon cannon is in the wrong place. I got. So what we're going to do is just move that over here. Then it's going to install this in the Starship. Put that below that. That gives us plus 6% maneuverability and 7% boost. And we should be able to get an proximity bonus from that. And the cannon there. We will need to get the upgrades because at the moment I'm running with base weapons on the ship here. In fact, I don't think I've got that much left in the way of nanites. I mean, maybe I can get something that's a bit basic. Just to push up the weapons technology. Got 645. Got a photon cannon module. Phase beam 367. Damage and overheat tolerance. Starship module. Positron module, hyperdrive module. Okay. Looks like we're going to have to stick with the phase beam. Extremely powerful upgrade for the Starship phase beam. Okay, I'm going to go with that. I'm just going to blow all my nanites, but I think it'd be worth it in the long run. And if I move that to there, and then we can put that there, that will give a bit of a proximity bonus as well. So we've got plus 33% damage, plus 56% heat dissipation. Actually, must admit, I do really like the fact that you can now move things around, because that used to be the really annoying element of the game in the past, where you would get a ship with a really nice layout and you'd get everything in the wrong place, and then you'd have to try and put stuff around. Anyway, I'm a bit happy with that, even if I did spend all my nanotes, but that's not a problem. Now what we're going to have to do is talk to these guys to see if anyone wants to join my base. Interloper out my weapons, something named for death. Okay. Busy scratch. The warrior's busy scratching markings on the paintwork of their weapon. Request dialect help. Draws themselves proud, teaching their language. Okay. That's a Corvax. I'm not going to worry about the Corvax. I'm going to concentrate on the Keens. Check something. Yeah. Inform me. I ask no. Hey, get out of the way. Request dialect help. Bank symbol. Word of their language. Oh, he's gone and sat in the other chair. Hello. Oh. Deaf. You're a happy sort, and I'm wise to disturb them further. Well, we're just going to keep asking you for language. Keyword for find. And yeah. Oh, wow, these guys are really chatty. Aggression symbol. Word of their language. Got word for coward. You're calling me a coward, are you? Okay, let's just keep working our way around them. Alert. Something interloper currently broad shoulder. There. Request dialect help. Might learn friendship symbol. Of the keen word for power. Come on, one of these has got to want to join me in my base. Your Gex servant told me that you were coming, interloper. It's an honor to meet one whose bloodlust exceeds even my own. We shall kill together with the glory of Hirak and our ancestors. The great sentinel hunt begins. Come, let us inhale the requisite. Yes. The keen is old, but not their skin and appearance that suggests this. These beings are too alien, too unusual for me to make a judgment on their basis. No, it's the way they hold themselves, the way they speak. They do not posture when they smile at me or tell me it's an honor for us to meet. I believe them. Enforcer promises to come. Yes, accept. So we've now got ourselves an armorer. And target outside local system, yes. Giant storm, destroy 8 sentinels. I don't think I've got anything to sell off because I've got there. I suppose I could sell the Strider sausages just to get a little bit more cash. Just sell off the Strider. That was actually a bonus as well, so that's good. And of course we're just going to check missions. Ow, he spun round at me. It's really nice to see little quirks like that in the game because it just makes it like things come there. Well, we're gonna kill some more sentinels. We're just gonna grab these missions. These kill sentinels, kill creature missions, especially as I've given my home planet. These are all good missions to do, and you can see that would replenish my nanites. Maybe we'll deliver items mission, and what I want to do is just see if I've got an improvement in status here. How much? Like something gift for you, thank you. I'll take a gift. Flourishing, and all members are being offered gifts thanks to their work. Accept the gift. And oh, it's not exactly got a pressing need for Mordite, but that's beside the point. I think this would be a good point to stop. So hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting. In the next part, maybe we'll do a mixture of base missions. I'd like to see what the first mission of the armorer is, and maybe we will go and see if we can find a water world and move forward with the next part of the main mission. What's it? Where is it? Space anomaly. No, it's the first traveller. We need to collect some living pearls, and we'll do a little bit of underwater swimming, which could be interesting because I've got no rebreather capability, so I'm going to have to try and hold my breath for a long time. But until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.